for NFL Flag. You can check out the schedule release and go to NFLflag.com for more. Find a league near you. All right, let's talk a little bit more about some of the great games. And after you enjoy all of these great games on Thanksgiving, there's more on Friday, okay? Bears-Eagles. I just found out Dan is going to this game.
We are going.
A live
update from Dan in attendance.
Oh, a matchup of division leaders, by the way. For the Eagles, however, still questions about the offense. Here's Saquon Barkley and Nick Sirianni on the effort.
We made too many mistakes. As a whole, obviously I had a mistake there. They wanted a little more, so you got to give hats off to them.
I felt like when I watched the tape, I saw the effort at sky high on both sides of the ball, on special teams. You know, obviously they went and they got the win. Obviously Saquon felt something last night, and you know he's got a great pulse for everything. But as you watch the tape, I felt like the effort was really high in that game.
And following another disappointing effort Sunday in Dallas, Philadelphia averaging just under 4 yards per rush and just 2.3 yards before contact per rush this season. Those are both the worst marks the Eagles have ever had in a season since Nick Sirianni became the head coach in 2021. Dan, what are you seeing on the tape from this Eagles run game?
Well, against the Cowboys, it looked like they were unprepared for what Dallas was going to do from a defensive line perspective. Certainly on early downs, Dallas got into a 5-man front, and it just created terrible angles for the Eagles' offensive run game. And then in the pass game, the addition of Quinnen Williams has completely changed the way you go about it. So the 5-man front, they were taking these defensive linemen and kind of going man on man, and the overwhelming thing is going to be penetration. The center gets beat. I think that's a very difficult block versus Quinnen Williams. Once again, shotgun. Eagles still way too much. 5-man front. Now this time, can Saquon cut back there? Was he not expecting a 5-man front? He continues to chase Dickerson all the way to the sideline. I thought there was a seam there. The right tackle, 5-man front, right tackle gets beat. This is pretty good blocking when it comes to the backside. Is there another cutback lane? The right tackle gets beat. So I just thought they looked unprepared for the 5-man front in the run game. And I want to get Marcus's perspective on the pass game stuff too, because the pass game stuff has really gotten really good understanding of some of the wide 3 technique. We'll get into that later. But I just thought they looked unprepared, and it was almost like each guy took his turn. Right tackle gets beat. Everyone else did their job. Center got beat. Everyone else did his job. Left guard got beat. Everyone else did his job. Saquon missed a cut or two. The only thing I would end on is this. For people who are saying this run game struggling because of Saquon, you're lying. That's not actually true. This is an offensive line issue.
Yep. And then you mentioned that 5-man front. That's a bear front. That's what we call that on defense. And what it does, it takes your guards away from being able to be pullers. It creates havoc because you are getting penetration upfield. Y'all have heard me talk about that before. That is the go-to in order to stop the run, or at least it was during my time in the league. And that's why I think the Philadelphia Eagles need to become a little bit more nuanced. They're going to see this again. They are definitely going to see this again. And the Bears are not the greatest run defense team, but you gotta feel good going into this game if you're the Chicago Bears based on what you've seen on film, and you may see some of that copycat. But I think Philly needs to find space again and try to create some angles and try to create some explosives outside of the line of scrimmage beyond handing the football off. And I don't know, D.O., if that's motion. I don't know if that's moving Saquon out and putting him in some screen situations. We talked about this a little bit in the green room with the bunches. I asked you, how hard is that to install or implement just a couple wrinkles? That's the word that comes to mind with the Philadelphia Eagles, because you still look on the field and it's still a tremendous amount of talent at these skill positions. It just feels like they need to be set up pre-snap a little bit better and try to create some explosives and some angles to this offense in order to get their guys in space. I know we've talked about it ad nauseum with AJ, running the same routes, always one-on-one. I don't know. I've never been in an offensive install meeting. I don't know how hard that is to do, but it seems to me that they need to find some more space. They are playing super condensed right now when it comes to their run game.
So they've got the Bears run defense, which is kind of a hilarious matchup when you think about it. Movable force meets stoppable object. Who's going to be worse? I'll focus on the Bears side of this because I was watching them against the Steelers yesterday. Just get under center and you can run on them. And the Steelers put 6 offensive linemen on the field, a bunch. Sometimes they even had Anderson, the 6th offensive lineman, in the backfield, which was a fun twist. And they were just moving bodies. The Bears are also down their starting linebackers, and they attacked that pretty relentlessly. The Eagles' offensive line is not as good as run blocking at the Steelers' offensive line, which is a wild but accurate statement in 2025. I still think if they go under center, and I would consider mixing in that 6 offensive lineman again, Saquon can get his, because that's the Bears' second level of that defense right now is not reading the run right. They can be out leveraged, so there will be opportunities. And then the other thing I'll add, the Bears have struggled all year long with QB runs. I think about the Giants, Jackson Dart. The crucial Ravens game, Tyler Huntley ran all over them. So there should be opportunities there for Hurts as well, running with the football.
Yeah, not to continue to beat the point home. Philly, if you're not going to run Jalen Hurts that much and you're not going to do that many RPOs, please stop living in the shotgun. And the number one reason why the run game has struggled is because you consistently allow penetration. The best way to get away from allowing penetration is go underneath the center and run double teams.
Yeah, tell them. Put it on a shirt, Dan. By the way, expect a close one on Friday. Philly and Chicago combined to play in 16 one-score games this season. That I was in the middle of the scuffle last night.
Look at Riley with the soup.
I was like, oh no.
Are you trying to put the mic over there so you can hear?
Well, for a second I was like, oh, maybe they're hugging. And then I'm like, oh, that's not a hug.
Maybe they're hugging.
I thought
Boogie, get in there, Boogie.
Well, yeah, I should have. I mean, I wish
if that was one of us from NFL Live, she would have thrown hands.
I
totally would have. Yeah, either thrown hands at you guys or like in protection.
I'm not
of you
dealing with that.
Look at Boogie face. Boogie like, what the hell is wrong with you?
I was given some side eye. Hey, what went wrong? Anyway, that kind of looks like me trying to deal with that scuffle. Let's talk about the Bucs. Some of the losing teams on Sunday. The Bucs lost to the Rams. Baker Mayfield also left the
play-action game will continue to be fine. But in the last month, Daniel Jones, when just playing drop-back football and not utilizing play-action, has really fallen back down to earth. The QBR is down, completion percentage is down, touchdown to interception ratio is completely fallen off. I was shocked they didn't throw the ball more downfield, but they got to get that drop-back pass game back on track. Let's get back to our great slate of Thanksgiving games. Let's build out a play sheet presented by ESPN Bet. Using props for each game. Dang it. We had to race over here to get here, and Dan won, and I'm really mad because I thought I was going to win, but I don't know who I think I am. You have way longer legs than me. Okay, Dan, will Jordan Love have at least 225 passing yards against the Lions defense? I'm going to say more. If you watched this Lions defense last week, you have to be concerned in coverage opposite DJ Reed. The Giants had a lot of success throwing away from him. They had a ton of success throwing to the slot. This offense can get hot, and I expect Jordan Love to go over it. Okay, will George Pickens have at least 80 yards receiving against the Chiefs? Yes, if the Chiefs play man coverage. I don't know if there's a receiver outside of JSN killing man coverage more than George Pickens. He destroyed it against Philly last week. I think he's top 3 in the NFL versus man in yards, receptions, touchdowns. He's absolutely destroying man coverage. I say yes. Give me an anytime touchdown in the Bengals-Ravens game. Anybody on the Bengals offense? No, I'm going to say Derrick Henry. I just think this offense, at some point, the offensive line has to play better. Lamar's running way less and way less efficiently. I think Derrick Henry, they get down to the goal line, Derrick Henry punches it in. All right, a $10 bet here.